Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to the video learning literature with me, Rafika Hayati. In this video, I will discuss material about narrative text and conjunction of the time. Before we start the lesson, I will show you the learning objective in this meeting. For the learning objective, by using short story Snow White by Walt Disney, students are expected to 1. Identify the structure of the narrative text in the story. 2. Identify the conjunction of the time in the story text Snow White by Walt Disney. And the last, use conjunction of the time in the sentence correctly. Have you ever read narrative text, or have you ever but didn't know that the story is included in narrative text? So, let's find out what is the narrative text. So, this is the definition of the narrative text. The narrative text is one type of the text in English that aim to entertain the readers through a story. Stories in the narrative text are usually in the form of fictional stories that can bring imagination. The narrative text aim to tell a story that has a series of connected chronological event. Jadi, narrative text adalah salah satu jenis teks yang menceritakan rangkaian peristiwa dengan sistem kronologis atau saling terhubung. Narrative text umumnya bersifat imajinatif alias tidak nyata atau berupa hasil imajinasi dari penulisnya. Rangkaian peristiwa atau ceritanya dari waktu ke waktu dan dijabarkan dengan urutan awal, tengah, dan akhir. Jadi harus secara kronologis. Maksudnya kronologis itu diceritakan secara runtut dan tidak boleh loncat-loncat. Next is various of narrative text. Narrative text has several types. The first one is fairy tale. Fairy tale is a fairy tale with a genre of fantasy or unreal stories. Fairy tales usually take the form of folk tales or children's story, whose story are surrounded in the magic. For example, Snow White, Thumbelina, Timun Mas, and Cinderella. Kalau di Indonesia, fairy tale dikenal dengan sebutan dongeng, cerita yang kerap dibacakan kepada anak-anak menjelang tidur. Dongeng sendiri memiliki arti cerita-cerita ajaib yang tidak benar-benar terjadi atau hanya khayalan semata. The second is folklore. Similar to fairy tale, the folktale is a folklore that is passed down from generation to generation. In addition, this folktale usually spread by word of mouth, so it will be told from generation to generation until it becomes part of community tradition. Jenis naratif teks ini dikenal dengan folklore atau cerita rakyat. Cerita dari folklore merupakan cerita turun-temurun dari leluhur hingga menjadi sebuah tradisi, baik lisan maupun setengah lisan. Salah satu contoh folklore paling terkenal di Indonesia adalah Bawang Merah Bawang Putih dan Maling Kundang. The third is legend. Legend is folktale in ancient time that tells the origin of the historical event of the place. Jadi cerita legenda yang berasal dari perpaduan antara fairy tale and folktale. Kalau kamu pernah membacanya, salah satu contoh dari cerita legenda adalah The Legend of Surabaya. Jadi, legenda adalah suatu cerita rakyat yang banyak dianggap nyata oleh masyarakat karena ada kandungan heroik di dalamnya. Umumnya, legenda mengisahkan tentang bagaimana asal-usul suatu tempat bisa terbentuk. Contoh lainnya adalah Story of the Lake Toba. The fourth is fable. Have you ever heard of story of the stories where the main characters is an animal? Well, that's called narrative text, a type of fable. Jadi cerita fable atau cerita tentang binatang yang seakan-akan berperilaku menyerupai manusia. biasanya sudah mulai diajarkan sejak SD. Fabel merupakan salah satu jenis naratif teks yang mengandung banyak pesan moral. Contoh cerita fabel yang terkenal adalah cerita Si Kancil dan Buaya. And the last is myth. Myth is a story set in the past, which usually tells about the gods, heroes that contain interpretation of the origin of the universe. Myths are generally thought as a factual story that actually happened. Sebetulnya, jenis naratif teks yang satu ini tidak berbeda jauh dari folktale. Namun, bedanya adalah terkadang myth atau mitos dapat kita temukan juga di kehidupan masa kini. Biasanya masyarakat menganggap bahwa cerita mitos itu benar-benar terjadi. Contohnya cerita Aji Saka dan Dewata Cengkar. So that was the type of narrative text, and what we will use in this video is the fairy tale type. Okay, the next is generic structure of narrative text. The following is the structure of narrative text to help you understand narrative text more deeply. The first is orientation, set the scene, where and when story happens, and intro, introduce the participant of the story, who and what is involved in the story. Jadi, orientasi merupakan bagian dari awal structure narrative text. Selain terdapat keterangan tempat atau waktu, bagian orientasi mengandung jawaban dari pertanyaan who, when, and where, atau yang disebut perkenalan tokoh, latar tempat, waktu di dalam cerita, atau pendahuluan di mana karakter, setting, dan waktu cerita ditetapkan. Biasanya menjawab pertanyaan seperti siapa, kapan, di mana. Misalnya, once upon a time there was a wolf live in the forest. Second is complication. Tell the beginning of the problem which leads to the crisis or climax of the main participant. Di sini muncullah masalah pada bagian ini yang seringkali terbagi menjadi 3 jenis, yaitu complication dalam struktur naratif teks dapat berupa natural conflict atau masalah dengan tokoh dengan alam. Yang kedua ada social conflict, masalah tokoh dengan tokoh lain. Dan terakhir psychology conflict, masalah tokoh dengan dirinya sendiri atau terjadi perang batin. Menceritakan awal masalah yang menyebabkan krisis atau klimaks. Complication biasanya melibatkan karakter utama. The third is resolution. The problem or the crisis resolved, either in happy ending or in a sad or tragic ending. Setelah adanya masalah, dalam sebuah cerita tentunya terdapat penilaian. Struktur naratif teks selanjutnya merupakan resolution yang berisi penyelesaian atas masalah yang terjadi. Akhir dari cerita yang berupa solusi dari masalah. Perlu adanya resolusi dari masalah. Masalah dapat diselesaikan, dapat menjadi lebih baik atau malah lebih buruk, bahagia ataupun sedih. Kadang-kadang ada beberapa komplikasi yang harus dipecahkan. Hal ini menambah dan mempertahankan minat dan ketegangan bagi para pembacanya. And the last is reorientation or coda. This is also remarked to the story at in the optional. It consists of moral lesson, advice or teaching from the writer. Meskipun kehadirannya opsional, struktur naratif teks yang satu ini ada gunanya loh. Dievaluasi, biasanya penulis mengkhususkan pesan moral serta kesimpulan cerita di suatu paragraf akhir. Tujuannya untuk benar-benar mengakhiri sebuah cerita. Biasanya juga berisi pertanyaan penutup cerita dan bersifat opsional. Bisa berisi tentang pelajaran moral, saran, atau pengajaran dari penulis. Mari kita lihat penerapannya pada contoh teks berikut. Yuk kita analisis bersama-sama. Paragraf pertama dan kedua menceritakan tentang tokoh utama, kegiatan sehari-hari, pertemuan dengan istrinya, dan perjanjian mereka. Maka bagian ini disebut orientation. Pada paragraf selanjutnya, membahas tentang kehidupan tokoh utama dan keluarganya. Masalah muncul ketika ia memarahi anaknya secara tidak langsung telah melanggar perjanjiannya dengan istrinya. Tokoh utama pun menyesal dan meminta maaf, namun istrinya tidak bisa memaafkannya. Maka bagian ini merupakan complication. Dan pada paragraf terakhir menceritakan akibat dari pelanggaran janji tokoh utama. Terjadilah erupsi Gunung Merapi dan tepat sekelilingnya menjadi danau seketika. Inilah yang disebut bagian resolution. Sampai di sini teman-teman bisa paham ya? Oke, sekarang kita akan melakukan latihan untuk mengetahui apakah kalian sudah paham tentang generic structure of the narrative text. Kalian bisa pause video ini, lalu tuliskan jawaban kalian ya. Nanti setelah menjawab, kita akan melihat jawabannya bersama-sama. Once there was a kingdom in prodigal land. Live a happy family. They were the father in the form of a dog. His name is Tumang. A mother which was called is Dayang Sumbi, and the child which was called Sangkuriang. The question is, the sentence above is included in the structure of the section A. Resolution, B. Orientation, or C. Reorientation. Silahkan pause video ini dan tuliskan jawaban kalian. Apakah sudah selesai? Kalau sudah, mari kita cek jawabannya bersama-sama. Jawabannya adalah B, yaitu orientation alias pengenalan. Artinya, teks naratif ini akan menceritakan sebuah kisah dengan latar tempat di Pulau Pagaridan dengan tokoh utama Sangkuriang dan Dayang Sumbi. The next question is, the generic structure of the text is A. Orientation, complication, resolution, reorientation. B. Orientation, event, reorientation. And C. Complication, orientation, reorientation, and resolution. Silahkan di pause terlebih dahulu, lalu jawab pertanyaannya ya. Gimana? Kalian sudah selesai menjawabnya? Mari kita lihat jawabannya. And the answer is A. Orientation, complication, resolution, and reorientation. Mungkin ada yang menjawab C. Kenapa salah? Karena itu urutannya tidak sesuai ya. Seperti yang saya sudah jelaskan di awal video, bahwa struktur naratif teks harus sesuai urutan dan tidak boleh loncat-loncat. Jadi, sampai sini sudah paham ya tentang teks naratif. Nah, sebelum kita lanjut ke materi selanjutnya, saya akan menjelaskan secara singkat. Di dalam naratif teks ada yang namanya the language feature of the narrative text, yaitu ada the first is using simple past tense, the second is using adverb of time, the third is using the time conjunction, the fourth is using specific character or not in general, the fifth is using action verb, and the last is using direct speech. Nah, pada pertemuan kali ini, kita akan mempelajari tentang time conjunction. Kenapa sih kita akan mempelajari ini? Karena teks naratif adalah cerita yang berbentuk kronologis. Maka kita bisa menggunakan conjunction of the time untuk menghubungkan alur dari setiap waktu yang berbeda. Sederhananya, untuk mengurutkan kejadian-kejadian. Yuk, kenali lebih lanjut tentang conjunction time. The next material is conjunction of the time. Do you still remember what is meant by conjunction? So, conjunction is a word used to connect clause or sentence or to coordinate words in the same clause. For example, and, but, and if. So, conjunction also have many kinds, one of which we will discuss this time is the conjunction of the time. Let's take a look at the following material. Why do we use conjunction of the time? Conjunction of the time are subordinate conjunctions that are used to give time-related information between two clauses. There are two clauses. One is the main clause and the other is the subordinating clause. You can use either of them as a first clause. Look at the some example. I was watching TV when you entered. And second is I got happy when you arrived. This first the person arrived, then the other person got happy. Okay, the next slide is time conjunction example. So, after and before as conjunction of the time. After and before are used to indicate which event has happened sooner than the other. When we use before at the beginning of the sentence, it means that it has happened later. But when we use after in the beginning of the sentence, it means it has happened sooner. Here are a few examples. For the after, number one is my boss got back to me about the change in our tax after an entire week. So the explanation is the conjunction after is attached to independent clause which add the information about a certain point in the time of event to the connect in the independent clause, making a time conjunction. The second is I just want to fall off my couch and take the longest nap ever after the long exhausting day that I had. The explanation, the conjunction after expresses the timing of the event in the second sentence and link it to the arguments in the first. And the last is she will get back to us after she is done finishing up her house chores. The explanation, the conjunction after expresses the timing of the event in the second sentence and link it the previous sentence in the first. And for the before, the example is we need to ask him to join our team before it's too late and we lose him. The explanation, the time conjunction before, in this case help connect a certain situation in the time period to another one by linking to clause. And the last is we feel honored that they ask us to be part of the main event before they ask anyone else. The explanation is the term before can be regarded as the time conjunction before it done the precise moment when an event occurs, and is when as conjunction of the time. We usually use when as a conjunction of the time when the event occurs or the one that happens sooner than the others. Here are the example. The first one is we will bypass to all the ride when we reach the amusement park. The explanation is the time conjunction when in this case help connect a certain situation in the time period to another one by linking two clauses. The second example is when I live in Norway, I lived with the local family. The explanation is the main clause happens after the definite clause or at the same time. And the third is the only attended when they were asked to. The explanation, the conjunction when confide the timing of the situation taking place in the second clause and also connect to the situation in the first clause. And the last is when he saw her, he smiled. The explanation is the main clause happened after the definite clause or at the same time. The next is while as conjunction of the time. When we use while a conjunction, it means that one event happens during the happening of the other one. Here are the example. The first is our sister went in and gave an interview for her job while we are waited for her outside with waiting breath. The example is the term while can be regarded as time conjunction because it denotes the precise moment when event occurred. The second is it snowed quite a bit as we all lay on the ground while making snow angels. The explanation is in this instance the time conjunction while links two close together to connect one situation in the time period to another. And the last is while Steve cut the onions, Jen peeled the potatoes. So the explanation is the main clause happened at the same time as dependent clause. As conjunction of the time. When we use the conjunction as, it means that an event happens at the same time as another one. Here are the example. The first is he dropped the news of her just as he was entering the house from the exciting work trip. For the explanation, the conjunction as express the timing of the event in the second sentence and linking the customer in the first sentence. The second is we got to the party as everyone was leaving. The explanation is the main clause happens while the dependent clause is in progress. Signs as a conjunction of the time. Sign is used as a conjunction of the time to refer to the point in the time at which something happened, after it, or start at the same time of it. Here are a few examples. Historical found a relief that has apparently been perceived since 1,000 years now. The explanation, the term science can be regarded as time conjunction because it denotes the precise moment when an event occurred. The next is I have decided that I'm going to start workout science today. The explanation, the conjunction sign express the timing of the event in the second sentence and link in the correction in the first. And the next is we've been friends since the second grade. The explanation is the main clause begin the moment the dependent clause happen. Oke, setelah kita belajar tentang conjunction of the time, sekarang kita akan memasuki sesi latihan untuk mengecek apakah kalian sudah mengerti dengan materi yang telah dipelajari tadi. Oke, this is the exercise. Use this conjunction of the time to complete the sentence. The number 1, look both way, blah blah blah, you cross the street. Number 2, Joe listened to music, blah blah blah, he was doing his homework. Number 3, Miss Lee was smiling, blah blah blah, she walked into the class. Number 4, Chan saw the accident, blah blah blah, he was walking home. Number 5, take all your belongings with you, blah blah blah, you leave the plane. Kalian bisa pause videonya untuk mengerjakan pertanyaannya ya. Apakah sudah selesai? Jika sudah selesai, kita akan mengecek jawabannya bersama-sama. Oke, ini dia jawabannya. Yang pertama, look both ways before you cross the street. Number 2, Joe listened to music while he was doing his homework. Number 3, Miss Lee was smiling as he walked into the class. Number 4, Tran saw the accident while he was walking home. Number 5, take all your belongings with you when you leave the plane. Okay, next slide you will answer question based on the Snow White story. But before that, let's listen to this story first. Snow White by Walt Disney. In a faraway land lived a beautiful princess named Snow White. She had a stepmother who has a fine queen. Her stepmother used to look into her mirror and ask, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" And the mirror would answer her back, "You are the most beautiful of all, queen." As the years passed, one day, the queen asked her magic mirror as always, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" But this time, the mirror responds by saying, "The fairest of them all is Snow White." So the queen, full of anger and jealousy, scared out of the hunter and ordered him to bring Snow White to the forest. "Kill her and bring me back her heart in this golden chest." When the hunter searched the forest, he felt sorry for the innocent young Snow White. So he let her go and used the heart of Gelfalina instead. Alone in the forest, Snow White felt scared and cried. She walked through the forest and continued crying for the whole night until the sun came up and lit up the whole forest. At that point, she was able to see a beautiful house. She entered the house without thinking twice. All the furniture was very small, and the table was set with the 7 little plates and the 7 little set of the silverware. She went up into the room and found the 7 little bed. And the poor girls, absolutely exhausted from walking all night, put all the beds together and fell right to sleep. In the afternoon, the owners of the house arrived. 7 little dwarfs that worked in the mine's nursery. They were shocked to find Snow White in her house. Snow White explained her sad story to them, and feeling sorry for her, they invited her to stay with them. She agreed and lived with the 7 dwarfs, and everyone was pleased. Meanwhile, back at the place, the queen asked her mirror again, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" "It's still Snow White," said the mirror. Now, she lived in the forest with the 7 dwarfs. Absolutely fairest. The cruel stepmother distinguished herself as an innocent old lady and set off for the little house in the forest. When the queen arrived, Snow White was alone because the dwarfs were out working in the mines. The mean old queen offered Snow White a poison apple, and as soon as Snow White took her first bite, she instantly fainted. When the dwarfs returned home that night, they found Snow White unconscious on the floor. They thought she must have died, so they created a glass syringe to put her in, so all the animals in the forest could say goodbye to her. As everyone to say goodbye to Snow White, a prince riding his faithful horse arrived. As soon as he saw Snow White, he instantly fell in love with her. He gave a kiss, and with all of his love, she woke up from her deep sleep. The kiss from the prince had broke the spell of the Queen. Snow White married the prince who saved her, and together they drove the queen out of the place. Since then, they have all lived happily ever after. Setelah kalian sudah membaca dan mendengarkan cerita Snow White, cobalah Kerjakan soal-soal berikut ini. That was the discussion about narrative text and conjunction of the time. I hope this video can help you. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.